Hey guys, first video up. Think about posting maybe every Friday. Um, Something simple. I decided. I'm a big fan of Tenacious D, and since the album's coming out, maybe some of you guys are gonna want to learn the songs. Um, I'm I've never really seen a good tutorial up for Pick a Destiny off of the album Pick a Destiny, so I'm gonna do that for you guys today. I kind of learned it from a tab, but I mostly learned it by myself just from ear because I knew the song back like the back of my hand since I was a kid, but I never had the guitar skill to pull it off until a couple of years ago. Um, Shirt, it's a really good band. Reign of Fury, Death Be Thy Shepherd. It's the name of the album. Kick ass thrash band. Melody, shreds, great. Check them out. Don't mind the country guitar. I'm not a big fan of country, but I won this in a raffle for free. So, and I think it sounds pretty good. I tuned my guitar before this, so no worries of untuning this. Just an E standard, and we're gonna start off with this. So, the for that main part, I'm not gonna sing it for you because my voice is not prepared for that thing, and I'll sound like a squirrel trying to chew through a power line. But when it says "cause it's the pick," you're gonna go here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do an A minor, and I'm trying not to hold your hand through this because if you're trying to learn some D songs, maybe get a little bit of playing under your belt. I'm not the greatest guitar player, but it took me just a little while to learn at least some D because they switch pretty fast between chords. So if you're not too good at switching a lot, maybe take some time to get good at that. And if you're gonna use this to get good at that, maybe just look up the chord diagrams on the internet. I don't want to make this video too long, even though I have nowhere to go. Anyways, so you're gonna start out with an A minor, and you're gonna strum it. Okay, so part of this is kind of my what I hear and what the song does. So because I don't play with a rhythm guitarist like Jack and Kyle do, I usually kind of do my own little thing, which is a mixture of what they do. So, most iconic part of the song really is that shout at the beginning, "'cause it's the pick." You're gonna go. See, you lift off on the A minor. Yeah. And so this is where it gets tricky. So I kind of mash together what Kyle does and what Jack does. So what Jack does is "'cause it's the pick of destiny." Sorry, out of key. But so he just keeps on that A minor. "'Cause it's the pick of destiny, child." But what I do sometimes is I'll go, "'cause it's the pick," and I'll go. I just throw that in there sometimes, and that is gonna be. You're gonna strum that A minor. You're gonna hit it twice again, and then what I do is I go. A little vibrato, fancy, but yeah. So I usually go, and then that just goes to. Sorry. Kind of just playing. You're basically just kind of doing the outline of a G, except you're throwing in that note. That wasn't the song. Whatever. So, I guess I'll lay that out a little more better instead of just playing it 5 times. So, strum, open E, G on the E, Okay, so yeah, open E, and then you're gonna, I'm sorry, my first tutorial. Anyways, so open E, third on the E, open A, second on the A, third on the A, second on the A, open A. I think I messed that up. Yeah, I messed that up. I'll play it slow for you. I'm not the best at explaining. I'll get better at this, I promise. But so it's. And we'll move on from that. You can slow down the video. So after that part, which you can just play with the G, which I'll just do during this tutorial. I move to the F. Or, well, that's what they do, but I play the F like Jack and Kyle. They basically do the bar, but you don't do the bar, and you just... It sounds really nice, so, And you're going to do that for that whole part. Because it's the pick of destiny, child. You know I will be rocking, cause I'm fucking insane. It's just the pick of destiny, child. No tasty thing, driving on a flying chain. Something like that. I messed up the lyrics. But this is another super easy part. Play the same chords, but what I do is I just vamp. That's just A minor, G. I do the G like Jack and Kyle. If you notice and watch any of their tutorials on guitarings, Kyle and Cones, their lead guitarists, when they do G, they only do the E, the high E, and the low E. So you just... And, I mean, I like that. It's super... I just kind of adopted it, and I kind of just flew into it. So do that. So yeah, that part's just, and I palm mute it. So if you don't know how to palm mute, just rest your hand over it, and you get that sound. And so then it goes into the part, the pre-chorus. Yeah, the pre-chorus. So, Venice Beach, there was a man named Cage. He met Jabel and he taught him well all the techniques that were developed in hell. Simulation, now there's nowhere to hide. They formed a band named Tenacious, and then they got the pick of destiny. It jumps right in the chorus, never mind. Cause it's the pick. Then after that, it goes into the and he who is sleazy is easy to please. And that part's super easy because it's just an F and a G. And he who is sleazy is easy to please. And she who is juicy must be loosey-goosey. And he who is groovy will be in my movie, so come on. This is where it differs a little bit. Still the same chords you're knowing right now. So remember, just super easy. This part, it goes. That's, yeah, weird chord in there at the end. So it's just A minor to G, F, G, E7, I believe, which gives you this cool sound. I mean, you can play E major, but I like the E7. That's not an E7. So yeah, and E7's just, it'll be A on the 2nd fret, and it'll be it'll be A on the 2nd fret, and then the G. That's the G on the 1st fret, just like an E major, but you're taking out the. So yeah, A on the 2nd fret, G on the 1st fret, and you'll get that cool sound. Then it goes in that, and the wizard and the demon had a battle royale. So that'll be D minor. D minor is E on the 1st fret, high E. And then on the 2nd fret, you're going to have the G. Then on the 3rd fret, you're going to have the B. And then what I do, I mean, they do some nice, they pick it real cool, but I just, kind of just strum it here and there. So they go from D minor to an A minor, familiar, to a C major, but I play it like Cage plays it. So a regular C major, you're just gonna, do that. But what I do is I add in the G in the bass. I messed that up. There we go. I was wondering why it sounded weird. Anyways, but yeah, so I put the C in the bass. Big surprise. Anyways, so you'll go from D minor. And almost killed him with an evil kapow. To C, then broke his, then the wizard broke his tooth, and then you'll go to G. So, then back to the pick, cause it's the pick. All that. You know our movie's better than a Citizen Kane, cause he who's a geezer. Back to the F, G. Must be in my movie, so come on. So now, I'll do both parts. If you're playing rhythm, you're just gonna go back to playing the verse. I leave it up open like that because the solo is going on, and I like to give the solo the main ground, because as a kid I would listen to it and my head exploded because I loved it, and I still love it. So you'll just play the regular regular chords as in the verse. Strap's going crazy. So then the solo, I'll put this in its own video because I want to give it some time. I'll post it right when I post this one. So if you want to learn the solo, if you already know the song, you want to learn the solo, it'll be right there. So we're almost done now because I'm skipping the solo because I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes long. It's already pushing it. Anyways, so after, you're playing the verse, regular, normal. Then Jack comes in and goes, oh, cause if you're a diva, then go to Geneva. Back to the F, G. Then suck on my bone, and if you want prove it, then get in my movie. It's called the... Here's where it gets different again. Pick of Destiny. Straight in for those vocals right now. Not prepared at all. Enough excuses. So, that part. F, E minor, G, E minor. So, pick of destiny. Back to the A minor. Pick of destiny. Then I always throw in a little... because Cage does that in the end of the video. But yeah, that's the tutorial. Not a super like great in depth one. I mean, it's my first tutorial video. I've never really been trying to teach people, but when I was a kid, I really wanted to learn how to play this song, and I remember looking up on YouTube because that's how I really learned guitars, from YouTube. I never really saw tutorials for like D songs. I mean, I've seen some, but like a lot of the songs I wanted to learn was like I couldn't find anything. And it's a little different now. Now that I can learn by ear, it's really cool. So, you know, thank you for watching. I'll put up the solo like probably a little bit after this. I mean, I doubt anybody's gonna find this like right away. But if you do, glad to see another D fan, and I'm happy you're playing guitar. So rock on.